Okay, time for the end of day wrap. Day number 10 here at the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League. And the afternoon game is the one I want to focus on to start with. 7th v 8th. We had to get one of these sides a win. And one of the stars of the show, the main man himself, a man who loves Nepal nearly as much as I do at this stage, Jimmy Neesham, coming with me. Jimmy, 2-minute walk over to the boundary. Firstly, congratulations. Must be delighted to get the win.
Yeah, absolutely delighted, obviously. A couple of average performances the first couple of games, but, can happen. In these kind of conditions, especially with spin friendly, and if you get behind the 8 ball, it can sort of fall apart quite quickly. So, very happy to bat first for a start, get probably a par score or just above par, and then the way the guys bowled, especially in the first 10 overs, was outstanding. Great start.
Dinesh Karel's a special kid, isn't he? He was due a few runs. He made some, and then great innings from Sumit Verma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just with those guys about having confidence to stay aggressive and trying to get in their ear and try and continue to, I suppose, take positive options and trust that the runs are going to come. And probably a bit of credit goes to the coaching staff and the selectors as well for sticking with guys after a couple of tough losses and giving them a good number of opportunities to make contributions. So. Very happy with the team performance. Fielded better as well, which has been one of our weak points the first couple of games, and got the win.
He's queued me up for this. He knew the question was coming. I was on with HD Ackerman at the time. He called Will Basisto's catch the catch of the tournament. Was this an even better one from you? I didn't think you were going to get there.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but
yes,
it's probably not up to me to decide. But no, I was pretty happy with that one, I think. It's always tough when I suppose the ball's going away from you over the shoulder, and it's quite a tough catching ground as well. It's proven to be a little bit rough on the fielders with the high balls. So very, very happy to feel that one settle in the hands.
Okay, what about that moment, your reaction? Because we got a lovely shot of you. You're just sort of running there along the front, and you even, I think you said, wow, or something to that effect. What did you actually say to yourself?
Yeah, I turned around and Dan Douthwaite was sort of just standing there with his mouth open. So, I'd sort of acknowledge that. And I took one similar actually a long time ago, about 10 years ago against South Africa. So if you can find that one in the archives and play them side by side, it's probably a good watch. But I'm very happy. Mainly to, I suppose, contribute to a win, but also as a Kiwi, we pride ourselves on our fielding, and if you can contribute to wins, I suppose, not with bat or ball, but in the field, then that's also satisfying in its own way.
I don't want to keep you too long, and I know you're only maybe playing 1 or 2 more games this season for the Avengers. What is it about this country that is really, I can see it in everything you do here. You adore it here in Nepal. What is it that makes it so special?
It's just a very passionate country. It reminds me a bit of Sri Lanka and India and those places that have established, I suppose, cricket, test nations, and where they potentially would have been 20 or 30 years ago in their development. So there's always a huge amount of love here. Obviously winning the tournament last year with Janakpur, and feeling the outpouring of love, I guess, after that final and doing the lap of honour and all that kind of thing.
Nepal flag.
It's been incredible. In the 9 or 10 or 11 months since that tournament, every day pretty much I've had messages, on social media asking me to come back and. Being incredibly supportive after other games. So very, very happy to repay that love, and I'd say I'll probably be coming back this time of the year for the next few years, I'd say.
We want you to keep coming back, mate. I want to thank you for joining me. Always nice having you around.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, that's Jimmy Neesham. We're going to continue with the rest of the wrap of the day. He's going to be mobbed by more and more people. It was a massive win for the Avengers, and Sumit Verma was the star of the show. He was the player of the match with his innings of 50. He bowled pretty nicely too. There was also some really good moments for the domestic bowlers yet again. Bipin Khatri with that 4-wicket haul. I thought he was excellent, but what an important match it was. And for the reigning champions, we're going to come away this way because I think Jimmy's been mobbed by another media interview. Don't want to interrupt that too much. But for the reigning champions, the Bolts, they are in real trouble. I'll tell you something, they need to turn their season around. I think they've really found a player in that Pakistan rising star, Ahmad Sadakat. I thought he was unlucky. It was the big catch from Jimmy Neesham that cut that one short. And then if I can think deep into the memory log and talk you through this morning's game or this afternoon's game before the floodlights kicked on, the Sudar Prashim Royals, they stayed perfect, and I'm so delighted for Binod Bandari. What a servant of cricket in Nepal he is. It was the 5th consecutive player of the match award score that went to a local player. Great to see Arif Sheikh get into the runs. And what about that run out from Dipendra Singh Airi? It was quite simply sensational. He took a couple of catches as well. Binod Bandari took 3, and in all reality the total on the board, what was it? I think it was about 140 after a bit of a collapse. Was never quite going to be enough. The Lumbini Lions, despite Rohit Patel continuing to make runs, they are not finding a way to win games, and they've got real questions to answer. They've only got 1 win this season, and I think they're only above the Bolts at the moment and nobody else. It's the halfway stage of the group stages. We have played 14 of the 28 matches so far, and I'll tell you one thing, the atmosphere this evening, it was absolutely sensational. I loved every second of it here, and we've got 2 more double headers to come on Friday. I believe we have close to a sellout, and on Saturday it's already sold out, so come along, experience this in person. It's been a fantastic start to the tournament. We're halfway through the group stages. There's no doubt that the Sudaf Pashim Royals are the ones who are sitting top of the table, and they are the ones who are almost certainly into the final 4, but outside of that, despite the Kings winning 3, they're not certainties yet, and there's still much to be played for with the other 3 places to be decided. It's going to wrap it up for my daily wrap. It's starting to get a bit chilly, and we've got a bit of fog as well, but I want to thank Jimmy Neesham so much for chatting to me, and we'll see you again same time tomorrow with a double header on a fantastic Friday.